Hello everyone, Keinecat here, and welcome to my first ever legit planned review where there's note-taking. I'll be talking about why I dislike Far Cry 2. Now, I will say I hate the game, but I'm using a little bit of strong language. I just really disliked it. Disliked the game, and it aggravated me. Anyway, I shall brush up on a few things like gameplay and story, so won't be warned, spoilers ahead. I don't even recommend, watching my playthrough of it, but it will be up for archival purposes. And remember, this is all just my opinion. You can like the game, but I don't. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's begin. The gameplay is meh to me. A basic open world FPS released in 2008 by Ubisoft in Montreal. The gunplay is alright. Guns can jam after lots of use, and you have to unjam them, which may cause tension in a gunfight or kill you and annoy you. And there's vehicles to get from point A to point B. Where the game started to aggravate me is with the enemies, and the story's excuse for them. Once you leave the safe zone, everyone wants you dead, whether it be the APR or the UFLL. There's various guard posts around maps and that you can scout, killing all the enemies and finding the post resources, which are usually ammo, health, grenades, or Molotovs. When you kill everyone in that post, you only need to travel out of seeing eye distance from that post, and for everyone to be back and ready to kill you, everyone just respawns and they're just going to shoot at you once you just nearly pass by it. You may say, why not stealth the game and kill them off one by one? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because you just kill one person. You kill just one person, whether it be a melee or a silenced gun. And as soon as that body is close to hitting the ground, everyone knows where you are and starts shooting at you. I even screen capped when Steam was selling this game because it was a stealth. Steam had a stealth game sale, and Far Cry 2 was in the stealth game sale because it was labeled as a stealth game. There is no stealth in this game. Note that this was made in 2008. You know what else came out before 2008, made by Ubisoft Montreal? Splinter Cell in 2002. 6 years before Far Cry 2. So there's no stealth in Far Cry 2. Though it might be not the same team working on it, but it's still... Anyway, that was off script. Oh, and I forgot to mention something about the enemies. So as I said before, the game is open world and there's vehicles. Well, the enemies have vehicles too. And they will chase you down and shoot at you if they even so see you slightly. And it's so annoying because you want to just take the main road, because you don't like taking the off-road because you're going to crash into like 5 rocks or many trees and just going to waste your time. But you take the main road and there's going to be guns shooting at you because of mounted turrets on trucks and Jeep Wranglers trying to ram you off the road. By the way, this game was sponsored by Jeep. Anywho. That's enough of the enemies until I get to the story. So no stealth, mad gunplay, annoying enemies. Let's get into the missions. The missions are mostly the same. Go here, kill this guy, blow this thing up, or get this thing 32 times. And there's an optional buddy mission where you go to another area before going to the original area for the mission, which I'll tell you why that's useless anyways later. And there's also a bunch of side missions. A basic assassin mission, which is kind of a waste of time. Go here, kill this guy. And missions that the gun shop owner gives you to unlock new guns, where you go to an area, blow up a truck, and then you unlock new guns. Which you really don't need when you buy good guns, like a good sniper rifle or a good pistol, SMG or LMG. You don't need extra guns unless you want to experiment, which those missions are kind of a waste of time. Finally, the worst part of this game, malaria. Yes, you have malaria. And you need pills to keep the illness down. And those pills can only be retrieved through a mission that an underground group gives you, which again, are just going to a place and killing people. These are kind of a waste of your time when you're just wanting to complete the story. Alright, that's the gameplay out of the way. Let's get to the actual story. There's a nameless country in Africa that's in a civil war, with 2 factions, the APR, which want the country to be united with other African countries, and the UFLL, which want the country to be independent. And you're hunting down the arms dealer that is supplying both sides with guns, the Jackal. Then both sides start making you do errands for them, and the leaders say, yeah, our guys are over there, but they won't know you and will try to kill you. Good luck. What the fuck? You're hiring me to help you out, you won't tell your guys that I'm going over there to help you out, and they're going to just shoot at me? You're killing your own men by sending me out to do a job. I know this may just be the developers being lazy and giving an excuse on not programming AI not to shoot you when you're not in a safe zone, but it's just a stupid excuse. You're wasting valuable men in a war. Anywho, that's off script. Anywho, you keep doing these missions until you meet a buddy and who give you pointless side missions. And you meet and gives you another buddy that save you from dying if you lose all your health and stopping you from getting game over, which is actually very helpful. You eventually get betrayed after killing one of the leaders. Your buddies disappear after a shootout, and then you kill the other leader after waking up in a desert. You then go to a new area where you get new buddies and work for the real leaders of the faction, doing the same missions again. Eventually, they'll call a truce, and you're supposed to pick up the diamonds from the other leader of that truce. You get there, and the jackal killed everyone, knocks you out, and you're jailed. You break out, do more of the same missions, and kill the surviving faction leader. You then meet the jackal, the man you're supposed to kill, and he has a plan to help refugees escape without trouble, and afterwards would kill himself. So you have to get the diamonds to bribe. You have to get diamonds to bribe border guards. You get to the diamonds and see your new buddy, and your old buddy comes up from behind and tells your new one to kill you, and then you have to kill all your buddies. So you're probably thinking, oh, that's because you didn't do the buddy side missions. I really wish that were true. I really wish that was the case. It's scripted so that your buddies betray you no matter what you do, and you have to kill them all, making those side missions they give you a complete waste of time. After you get the diamonds, the jackal says that one of you either has to blow up a mountain to block the path of troops, which would kill you in the process because you couldn't escape the explosion, or deliver the diamonds to the border. And you're supposed to shoot yourself after you deliver the diamonds. I took the diamonds, and the ending played with the refugees walking around and a mountain blows up. Roll credits. So overall, the story is meh. You were sent to kill an arms dealer, and then you both kill him yourselves. But you had to deal with assholes who didn't even help you with your quest. Overall, I just hated the game. I enjoyed Far Cry 1 way more than this. I'm just glad I beat the game, and I can just uninstall it, and it'll be over. It's finally over, and I can play the next in the series. Alright, this is a little bit after I wrote the script. So I just watched on YouTube the alternate ending of Far Cry 2 where you don't take the diamonds and you go to to blow yourself up. Well, the same ending credits played, the same ones, and I even looked at. Then I decided, you know what, I'm going to look at the comments, and it's just the beauty of YouTube comments. There was a mix of people praising the game, saying this was the funnest game, and there's a mix of people saying they hated it and it was tedious and repetitive. And then there was this one comment where someone said, yeah, this game was tedious and repetitive, and it's like, you're too impatient and have the attention span of a rat. Okay. Attention span of a rat, nice. Can you explain the point why you shouldn't hate it? He didn't explain the point. And there was another comment saying, oh yeah, the graphics were great, and like the fire graphics were amazing. And then the comment replied to that, it's like, graphics don't make a game. This game was tedious and pretty. I would have liked it if it was ugly and fun. And it was like, wow. Well, that's the interesting part of what I had to say. I guess I'm part of the tedious and pretty majority, because I didn't really care about the graphics. When I play a game, I don't really focus on graphics unless it's like, whoa, this looks so like beautiful. This looks realistic. Like if it's super realistic, it's like, oh man, these graphics are pretty good. But if it's like if it's something else, is like as long as it's fun, then it's like perfectly fine with me. Anywho, enough with the rant. I'm done. All right, have a nice day. Hopefully there's no background noise from my visitors. I even forgot to rate the game. I rate the game 4 out of 10. 2 out of 5. That's how I rate Far Cry 2. My comment, tedious. Very tedious, but pretty. Tedious, but pretty.